5-day Mohawk Valley forecast complete with explanations for everything. I'm Jeff Matthews, Accurate Educational Fun. It's live streaming every night at 5:55. That's triple nickels to you. On Facebook, just like my Weathertainment fan page, and you're in like Flint. Also, you have to open your notifications. Some people don't know that. Here's a look at your trivia question. Generally, more than 6 inches of snow within 36 hours makes for what? A headache, a blizzard, a nor'easter, or a winter storm warning. 3 weather headlines. The last week of winter, very cold. Big snowstorm Tuesday and Wednesday. Mother Nature takes one last swipe at us, and it's only 8 days until calendar spring, but you wouldn't know it to look at the temp trend. 42 is the average high. Forget about it. Nowhere near until the weekend. Meanwhile, increasing clouds Monday, snow all day Tuesday. Winter storm warning is in effect. Snow, cold, and wind. Wednesday, still some light snow. Cold and wind. Transitional day Thursday. Here's the big picture. Pocket of high pressure. Pretty clear skies, except for Pennsylvania and western New York, where the lingering lake effect is diminishing. But that's not really of concern. So basically, it's high and dry, but very cold, with a chunk of chilly from that high pressure system. But that high is moving off the coast Monday morning, taking with it fair but cold weather. But the cold air is locked in long enough for that storm to move in the jet stream flow. Now, you might recall I showed you the jet stream position on Friday, and there she is, taking it 2 hours south. Now, there's another player here. Houston, we've got a problem. Not that Houston, that problem. When this storm moves to the Virginias, it's going to scoop this storm northwards and lift it and join forces. So there's a merging of storms. Now, if you've ever had to merge in traffic, you know how difficult that can be sometimes. But in this case, those two are going to bring problems from D.C. through Philly, New York City, and Boston, and Portland, Maine, from Monday evening right on through Wednesday morning. This is going to be a big one. As Keith Jackson would say when he used to do Wide World of Sports, "Oh, Nelly, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, fumbling," as this low-pressure system moves to the Virginias and then takes a dog-leg left. Golfers know what I'm talking about there. It grabs the southern storm and lifts with it and joins forces. The blue, anything to the left of the storm's track, would be snow. To the right would be some or all rain. That's why I tell you, if I know the storm track, if it's west, it's wet for us. But if it's south, it's white. Let's zoom in a little closer. There's New York State, New York City, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Baltimore, D.C. The storm, Monday evening, will be approaching the nation's capital. It'll be snowing there by Monday evening. It'll be snowing in Philadelphia not long after dark. And then New York City closer to midnight. Everything to the left of the storm track is mainly snow. There's some overlap in here, like around Boston, around Hartford, around Long Island, and maybe the Big Apple. And Philadelphia will see some mixing too. But for us in central New York State, it's all snow all the time. And the snow is going to wind up being heaviest just to the left of the storm track, 50 or 100 miles. So Philly, 4 to 7, I'm thinking. Maybe double digits for New York City. 12 to 16 for Beantown. And similar numbers for Portland, Maine. Locally, I would say roughly about 6 to 10 would cover it. A little more specifically, Utica 7 to 10, 8 to 10 for Oneonta. But the jackpot is going to be just to the left of the storm, but close to it in southern New York, south of Albany, south and east of Oneonta. A place that would see a lot of snow in this scenario would be Newburgh, or Poughkeepsie, or Monticello, New York, southeastern New York State. It starts Monday night and then lingers through much of Wednesday, but the heaviest snow is Tuesday. It'll have a dramatic impact because of the prolonged effect of it, and also because it's hitting us in 3 categories, mostly snow, but some wind and cold. And as far as how sure I am about it, I'm pretty confident, but there's some leeway here for the heavier snow bands. If the storm track's a little further west and north, we get heavier. If the storm track's a little closer to the coast, we get a little lighter. Meanwhile, the snow is not here to show up yet on the northeastern radar, so you're all good to go until Monday night after midnight. Sunday turned out 18, I said 20. -2 was the low. We did not get close enough to break a record, but we were close. That number's going to go up Tuesday. Sunrise and sunset have changed because of daylight moving forward. We're up to 11 hours and 49 minutes. Support Weathertainment by telling your friends, by sharing it on your Facebook page, and by purchasing through the website. Trivia question. Generally, 6 inches of snow or more within 36 hours Yeah, that can be a headache, but that's not the right answer. And a blizzard has nothing to do with how much snow falls. You could have 2 inches but have a blizzard, because a blizzard has to do with reduced visibilities and high winds. You need snow to reduce the visibility, but it doesn't matter how much. So that is eliminated because of that number. A blizzard is all about reduced visibility and wind. It could be a nor'easter, so both of these can be right, but it is technically the definition of a winter storm warning, which is in effect for Monday night, Tuesday night into Wednesday. Meanwhile, Monday starts off bright but fades with a cloudy afternoon and a high of 25. Wind will not be a factor, thank goodness. Cloudy Monday night with snow just after midnight, a low of 17. Tuesday, snow all day. I can't believe they'll have school, so I'll be stunned if there's school in session. It'll be a snowy, windy day all day, 25. The snow continues Tuesday night but tapers down, still lingering through much of Wednesday. So the bulk of the accumulation is Tuesday, but there's still some, with some lighter snow on Wednesday. Thursday, the transitional day. Friday, bright and cold. That is your 5-day Mohawk Valley forecast. Make it a great Monday and get ready for Tuesday.